God, if you close your eyes.
Hey there, what is going on, guys? My name is Chris and today we're going to talk about the top 5 tactical equipment pieces or soldiers in Titanfall 2, as honestly they can make or break the game for you. Because there's a bunch going from, Stim, which pretty much allows you to run faster and you heal yourself faster. Then you got one that can grapple, you got one that can turn invisible, you got one that can basically throw down a shield, etc. So they're pretty much just like everything that you would need in the game, and honestly, they all just depend on the different type of playstyle that you play, because literally if you're like a rusher, I'd go for, Stim. If you like to get up into high places, grapple. If you like sniping or whatever, I guess you can use grapple there too, but they pretty much do just vary on your playstyle and the situation that you're in. Most of the time there is some that you like. It's all personal preference, but today we're just going to be talking about which ones are in the top 5 in my opinion and why I picked them. So coming in at our number 5 spot, we actually have the Cloak. Now the Cloak is pretty much a invisibility. It's been in a lot of games like Advanced Warfare, Black Ops 3, etc. It's also an Infinite Warfare, but it's been in many games and it's making its way into Titanfall 2 now. And basically what it is that you can turn invisible, and what that will actually allow you to do is pretty much like hide from the enemies. And I must say that in these games, like these maps are really vibrant in Titanfall 2 and they're pretty big. So yeah, if you're sniping, you're going to be in like longer range engagements and stuff, and if you're sniping, I'd use this Cloak, because the Cloak you can actually hide yourself, and if you're sniping, you have that attachment on your gun which pretty much allows you to get your tactical a little bit faster. Then Cloak will definitely help you if you are a sniper, as well as if you're just going for like long range engagements, LMG player, etc. Everything, it'll help you out, and the Cloak is just a really good tactical in my opinion, which is why it's in the number 5 spot. Moving into our number 4 spot, guys, we actually have the Pulse Blade, and the Pulse Blade is actually cool. It's pretty much like they have a map pack in this game, which is technically where you can pretty much see through the walls at enemies and stuff when using it, and it's a boost card, but this time you have pretty much just a spike that you throw at any object, any wall, any piece of hard, equipment or anything, and you just throw it at it, and it'll basically just, it'll send a little pulse beam jammer, aka back in BO3 it was called Vision Pulse, and it'll basically send a little satellite ray, I guess, kind of, so you can see the enemies through the wall, and pretty much what that'll allow you to do is, see the enemies through the wall. And this would be higher up on the list, it's not as effective as it sounds. It does sound pretty overpowered, I must say. I wish it was, but it still is really good, and it still is better than, say, some of the others. So that is why it's in the number 4 spot, not the number 5, and that's why it's actually on the list. So definitely Pulse Blade is actually really cool. You just throw it, it looks really cool to throw it too. You just like throw a little pulse, like kind of like a tomahawk or a bio spike from IW down at the wall, and you can see through the wall and see where the enemies are, and it definitely gives you an advantage if you're a rusher. If you're, contemplating going into a room or whatever, then yeah, just throw this down. You can see where the enemies are and then just pop them down. Boom, boom, shwoom, he's dead. So yeah, Pulse Blade is really cool and comes in at our number 4 spot. Coming in at number 3, we actually have Phase Shift, and I know it says I haven't unlocked it, but literally I am Generation 3, so I've went through all the leveling system in this game at least 3 times or 2 times now, so trust me, I've used this a lot. Like, it's what do I say, literally, it's Phase Shift. They have it in Infinite Warfare, they have it with the Ronin Titan, I must say, and it's pretty much the same thing. You basically go into a different dimension where you won't see any of the other people. You'll see the map, but you'll just go into like a different dimension kind of the map, like a different time period, I guess, and then there will not be any enemies there, and it lasts a good amount of time. Like, you can definitely sprint, slide when you're in this, and get a fair amount of distance. So if someone's shooting at you from the back and you don't know where they are, you can just Phase Shift, get to cover, and then hide around, like the corner, wait for them, etc. So it definitely does give you a turn on ability on your enemies. So like if you don't know where someone is, they know where you are, you can definitely just turn on your enemy, and you'll basically have the upper hand if you're using this. And I believe you get it at level 26, and that's actually a pretty high level, I must say, but it's honestly really good. I highly do recommend using this. It's not my favorites, but it is really good. It is definitely something that you need to use when getting out of, sticky situations, and it will help you out a ton, trust me, especially for the Ronin Titan. My gosh, if you're getting shot, boom, pop into like existence and then just run away. And I might note that you can actually, if an enemy is in, or if a teammate is in that alternate dimension with you, which the likelihood of that is extremely low, then you can actually see each other and shoot each other, which is, I kind of like how they did that, and so it doesn't make it too overpowered, but yeah, it still is overpowered, and it comes in at our number 3 spot. Moving in at our number 2 spot, we actually have, surprisingly and weirdly enough, the Stim. Now what the Stim is, it's pretty much just, I'm going to relate this to Infinite Warfare again, it's pretty much like, well, well, a stim, or it's basically like a syringe, I guess. I don't know. Think of it like, think of it like steroids, I guess, in Titanfall 2. I guess it's kind of like you pop it in, and then you pretty much get an insane amount of health. Your health regen will go faster, so you'll regenerate your health faster, and as well as you can run a heck of a lot faster. Like, it's insane how fast you can run in this. So it's kind of like phase shift, where you can get out of a situation faster, but you don't really go into existence, into an alternate dimension, but the enemies can still see you, but you also regenerate your health faster. So it's like give or take whichever one you want, I guess, because you can still run out of the situation, as well as if they're shooting at you, you can just pop a stim, get healed, but it's personal preference, might I add. So yeah, it's weird. It's the actual character looks really weird. It looks like a robot. She's got like this weird little small head. I don't know why I'm describing this, but yeah, even the definition, it quickly heals and boosts your speed for a short time. So yeah, definitely if you're in a sticky situation, pop a stim, and then you can run insanely fast, as well as you can pretty much heal yourself fast too. So it should be number one, but honestly, there's one that I use all the time, and if you guys watch my class setups, you can tell what it is already. And moving into our number of the spot, guys, we have Grapple. Now, wow, Grapple, oh my gosh, yeah, well, Grapple's insane. If you did not know what Grapple is, it's pretty much where you have a grappling hook. It's one of the biggest requests from Titanfall 1, and it's pretty much you just have a grapple hook onto anything, and you can get around the map madly fast. Now, it seems all good and dandy, but you know, it actually is. So you have two grapple hook uses, and if you use basically a long grapple, it turns out to be one. And yeah, pair grapple with hover, and you can literally get so high onto the map. Like, you can just grapple onto like the roof of a building, get up there, and then aim, and you'll pretty much just be up above every one of the enemies. And on Homestead, that big tower in the center, dude, you can like grapple all the way around that, and it is so good. So yeah, definitely without a doubt, grapple is one of the best abilities in my opinion. And honestly, like, use grapple. This thing's sick. You can get anywhere on the map pretty much, and it's literally overpowered in this game. So yeah, honestly, like, dude, grapple is so powerful. You can get anywhere. The enemies really, it's such an overused specialist ability, I would say, or a tactical ability, I should say. And just trust me, this thing's so good. You can literally get anywhere. You can grapple onto an object, double jump right after, and then you'll just get a huge amount of speed into the air, and you'll just be flying. And then grapple, slide, grapple, etc. You can just combine this with so much different things. It opens up a whole nother gateway to the game, I find, and it makes it a whole lot more fun. So yeah, that's my top 5 on the top 5 basically tactical abilities in Titanfall 2. If you guys enjoy, make sure you do leave it a like, as well as subscribe to the channel, as we do a ton of Titanfall 2 content and cover pretty much everything, as it is one of my favorite games right now. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. Thank you all so much. I love you all, and I'll see you all tomorrow for another video.